Rambod. It's like Rambo. Rambo. By bodies. I don't know. Alright, we got e3. Same thing I'm going to do. I keep basically just saying to people, if you're not sure if they play weird opening, because I don't know the theory against e3, but copy for a little bit if there's nothing blundering. You know, it's not a bad idea. And then just simply develop. I might also recommend if somebody goes e3, just go d5 or e5. It depends on what you're used to playing. The reason being, you're just taking some central space. If they're going to not take full control of the center with a pawn, there's no reason you can't do it. But I like to just copy and see what they do. That's all. I like to see how they play it. Alright, here is where I'm probably not going to continue copying because I don't really want to go here. I don't really want to go there. Actually, I will go there. Why not? Only because this actually makes sense at some stage, just to prevent anything on this diag. This, I'm not going to bother doing this though yet. I don't see any threats there. So I might say at this stage, this is where we part ways, friendo, and I might just take some central space. T5, E5, C5, F5. You can't do that. I don't think that'd be too good. Be too weakening for black too, probably. Well, it depends on what they do. Anyway, here I'm going to either go knight e7 or c5 right away, actually, to be honest. c5 right away might be nice. Just a thematic move. Knight e7 could also support c5. I don't have to rush this, actually. b5 actually is probably even... b5 and then c5 actually makes a lot of sense. I might go b5. The only thing is after b5, a6, there, takes. No, you know what? Even a bit of a different move. I'm considering b6. b6 and bishop b7 and then c5. I'm probably also overthinking this, and I'm actually just going to go knight e7. Just control anything landing there, maybe. We'll see. See what they're up to. But at least now if I get c5, I didn't want to risk it. You never know who you're really playing. They joined 15 days ago. Bro, I cannot catch a game with anybody that's old, like an old account, except for the guy I just played. And he dropped, you know, a whole bunch of elos recently. He was sandbagging. The sandbagger ran into the Smurf, I guess. Alright. I don't really like that move so much because now that dark square bishop is not great. I might go c5 anyway. I'm gonna go c5, and if they do nothing, maybe I'll go c4. I gotta grab my laptop charger too. So I'm gonna go start with this, grab my laptop charger on the other side of the bed, and I'll come back. Okay. Okay. That in for my laptop dies. Okay, cool. Alright, what are they doing? Now, would I take this? Absolutely not. I don't see any reason to take it, and a lot of the time when you take something like this, it just benefits your opponent. Ideally, we want them to capture. So instead, I'm actually going to continue with my original plan here. Just b5. Just look at this beautiful control of the center here. Well, like, kind of more on this side of the board, but still, it's just such a nice looking thingy. I don't know if it's great, but I like the aesthetics of it. Anywho, we'll see what they do now. Maintaining the tension is a good way to make people not sure what to do. Here, they may be thinking I have to take one of those pawns, and they're absolutely wrong. I do not have to take one of the pawns. I'm likely going to go c4 and close it down. The only thing is, I have to consider what will happen with my light square bishop. Maybe I should have taken it before. I don't know. No, I'm going to go c4. It does really take away a lot of their stuff, but now I have this glorified pawn sitting on c8. Have to move it to b7, and we'll see. Mustafa, I'm not actually sure specifically what you're saying, but also please no tips anyway on the game. Even if it's a speedrun, I still want to just be playing it. Okay, so I'm not sure what the idea is exactly here. I think they want to trade the rooks, perhaps. This is actually probably good for me, depending on what they do. I mean, depending on what I do. So I'm considering bishop b7, a takes b5, a takes b5, rook a8, queen a8, probably. And I think it's just good for me. I'm just going to go for this. I may as well develop, kind of, you know. But yes, definitely better for me not to, I think, in my opinion, have traded. I'm not sure what the computer will say, so we'll check afterwards. Reason I didn't want to trade is their bishop is also bad. Now we both have bad bishops. Okay. Now I control the pawn break over here, and if they want to go this way, this is only going to help me with my bishop. So I'm chilling. They probably will go for this at some stage because they might want to go there. I could probably just go bishop e7, bishop d6. I think bishop d6 is nice. Just takes more squares or controls more of this, and there's always some minuscule idea of sacrificing in the future. We'll see. I assume, okay, they're not going to castle yet either. This is interesting. They're possibly allowing me to set up some sacrifice. I'm actually going to go queen c7, make it look like I'm castling this way, and maybe even here I sack if they don't do anything. Because with the knight coming in this way, this is going to be a bit cooked, I think. Okay, they don't let me sack. This guy is playing way too strong. I'm seriously not sure if it's the way 500s play these days or not. Crazy. Alright. I'm gonna play it slow. Well, my stuff, bro, I didn't read to see if it was or not. I didn't read the actual moves. I don't know if it was possible. Let's see what they're gonna do. I mean, they have some very obvious moves I would consider here, but I'm not gonna say them. How this guy gonna find rook g1? I mean, I guess it makes sense. To be honest, it does kind of make sense. What is this guy? I mean, I thought he should move the other knight there. I don't know why he moved that knight. I guess he wanted to let the bishop out, but I can push as well if I want to. This guy is definitely stronger than 500. He knows it and I know it, but I'm gonna use this right now as a time to strike. I'm not gonna castle, not yet. Both the kings are in the center. I don't feel like it's too scary. Hello, is this a squash? How you doing, man? How are you, sir? Thank you for following. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a nice day. This is an interesting position. I might have to play this one quickly. It's gonna be pretty close, and I don't want this to be a draw. Yes, sir. Yes, we're just on this speed run, slow run. Okay, I'm not quite sure what they're doing. I'm going to go here. So we're just taking away more squares. Now my bishop can actually come out this way, though. If I go like this, I don't know if it's a problem. Anyway. Oh, peace, Raids. Have a good one, man. You're coming to learn? Cool, man. I'm not sure what your rating is, but that is good to know. Alright, might go this way, perhaps. They obviously want to go for this, I think, so. This is, 1000% this is not somebody at this rating range, so you will likely not be playing people like this seriously. This is not. It's, zero chance. I could consider this now, actually. Does that work? I'm not going to risk it. It probably does work, but I'm actually not going to do it. I'm going to castle. And just ask them what they're up to. Oh, fair enough, Raids. Well, to be honest, Raids, I probably won't be on as long as you, if you're doing a 6-hour one. Okay, so I think they also don't know what to do. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to come around this way, I think. But I might go g6 first. g6, h5. We'll see. Sasquatch, by the way, feel free to add me on my actual main account if you like. This is my main account over there, the one that I've just linked to. Okay. Do I take this? That's a good question. Bishop takes. I think I will take this. I don't want to allow them to do this. I don't want this to ever have the chance of remaining closed, because that would be not great for me, I think, in terms of attacking chances, not in terms of me losing the game necessarily. Simply going to bring, this rook, I think. The reason this rook is because I do want this potential to move this rook this way as well after I slide the king over, because of ideas. And like I say this, though, at the same time while I'm kind of squishing their position, which is pretty funny. I should just assume that nothing suspicious going on here. I'm probably going to slow play this, honestly. I actually don't know. I'm going to just move the king over and chill. Probably bring the bishop in this way, perhaps. Bring the other knight around. Maybe bring it over here. I don't even know. We'll see what they do in a close position. This is kind of, honestly, not that bad for me. Still got ideas. Like, they're a little bit tied down. 6-streak loss? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. What move is what? Can I, as in rook b8? Sorry, king b8? Or are you saying what move number? We're on move 19. Okay, that's interesting. Gonna bring this over. Yeah, it's somehow stuck in the back rank, huh? We'll see if they manage to get active though, which they might. But I'm just gonna slowly improve. You know what I mean? I'm feeling okay about this. Very, very slowly, micro improvements. To be honest, it depends on if they're able to handle this close position or not. Sometimes people do kind of panic a little bit. Like I said, micro improvements. Would I actually take that pawn? I'm not sure I would. I would actually take it. Seems free to me. But, nah, it's just micro improvements. Let's let them decide what they want to do. Let's leave it up to them. I'm in no rush. It's good to, I guess, with this stuff. Okay, so they're for sure blundering if they do this. I will allow them to blunder. After takes, I can probably just, yeah, you know what? Be my guest, sir. No worries. No problem, honestly. It's not a problem. I will take. I will allow this to happen, sir, because after f5, not good. They might realize that it's not a great move. I mean, maybe it is a good move and I'm the one blundering, but not the best thing to do is to open up the board when your king is stuck on the back rank. You know what I'm saying? Like right behind the queen. Probably wouldn't have recommended that as a move. You know, after either bishop f5 or simply f5, I mean. So they've realized the issue here. Now I could actually go like this and then take this. This is unfortunately crumbled a little bit here for my friend. I might take this one first. Now, there's only one correct way to move their king. And there's only one, actually, both squares are cooked. All right, this is just lost now. All right, that is especially lost. But had they gone the other way, I would have taken the check. So this is unfortunately cooked like a goose, as we like to say. And I will take the queen. I'll take a knight, take another thing. Well, depending on what they do. Okay, I'll take the rook. Since it is cooked. There could be some checkmates here, but like I say, you don't always have to find a checkmate right away. Just play winning moves when you're already winning, and you will continue to be winning. Don't need to look for anything flashy here. Alright, so I can give another check this way, I guess. I could have traded this, but I'm aware that the king is already cut off. Probably the king will remain on this. Okay. I'm going to go here. No, I will not do that. Let me try to trade. Just always good to do a double check. So they actually do have a threat, by the way. There's no way that they were looking for this. Maybe they were. Never be too cautious, huh? Just in case. Let's threaten this one. I was going to go this way, try to get rid of this knight, but I don't think this knight's doing much other than making this threat here with this bishop if I move the rook. So we'll see. Alright, that is a freebie. I will gladly take it. And I am very surely threatening a checkmate. I mean, maybe I already had one probably somewhere, but I'm not too worried about it. Okay, this is just going to end up in a checkmate. And yes, pretty shortly, this is likely just a checkmate. Good game to them. We'll do a quick review. So here I just played kind of copycat for a bit. Decided to take the center, nothing crazy. C5 is kind of thematic sometimes when you have a pawn structure like this, but it's not usually something you want to do is capture there. Yes, and after b4, which I didn't think was correct because it allows me to lock it down, and now this is kind of the start of all their problems. Because at some stage they have to try to break through, and I think probably this is not a bad idea if they're going to immediately trade and if they're able to kind of bring a queen in or something, but it's hard to get the pieces in it. I think maybe they could have tried some stuff like this earlier on. I don't know though. We'll see. Like you can see it's already better for black here, I think. Like I have an immediate pawn break if I want it, like this and this. The only thing is this bishop maybe is not coming alive if they don't go for it. But because my pawn is also so far advanced, I did have ideas later on of just sacrificing a bishop to push. So if it had come to that. This, I was surprised they found this. So like if they'd gone something like this, I was probably going to just sack and try to figure it out. But it might not even be good. I would have calculated already. Oh, so now it's slightly better for white. Anyway, here, just playing some slow moves, no rush. I think a lot of people do rush in these positions because they can sense maybe that they're winning. Maybe they can't sense that you're winning. I'm not sure if you guys felt like it was winning for black, but I certainly felt it was pretty good. Yeah, so people sometimes do rush, and maybe they make mistakes because they don't know what to do, as opposed to just, you know, all right, push my pawn. Don't have to even take. I just push it again. Be aware of the fact that, you know, I can bring my bishop out if I want to. Why not take the d pawn to open the line and file? As in, also over here, you mean? Well, I didn't want to go here because A, it allows their knight to jump if they want it, right? Which would be kind of annoying for me, to be honest. I don't want to allow this. And whilst it opens it for me, it also opens it for them. And if we look at their position right now, it's so miserable. They probably have to do something to break through here. And it's, to me, I don't have to concentrate as much on this side of the board right now. Like if they're going to try to break through, it's probably going to be over here somewhere, right? So I can kind of keep my ideas over here and just see what they're up to. It's not super duper stressful for me to like just watch a few things here and always keep an eye on some sacrifices, but like this is kind of not fortunate, you know? And that's why here my plan was literally just take my time, put my pieces on good squares. Here they had the right idea, they wanted to break out, but they're breaking out into a structure that's still pretty blocked. I'm just like, oh, I'll just move my pieces really slowly. I think, you know, to be honest, rook a2, not a bad move because they could bring it in. But you have to know how to handle this position as well. And like bishop, like because it's all blocked, like bishop d2, you know? Hey, Sasquatch, no worries, man. No worries, sir. Hopefully catch you soon. By the way, I should probably just say for the sake of it again, but if anybody does want to watch these games or earlier games, I'm very, very slowly making my way through downloading the videos. I've only got 4 of them up right now, but there is a playlist that will be, is that the right thing? That's Studio YouTube. One sec. Let me just see if I can get the actual thing. One sec. It's the wrong link. Give me 1 second. Playlist, playlist, playlist. How do I click on this? This maybe? How do I do this? Probably this. Sorry, hopefully this is not too loud. Okay, cool. Where do I view the playlist, bro? Whatever. It's, I guess, starting here, right? It's not the playlist, but over here somewhere. But yes, there's a YouTube where these will be uploaded. I've only got 4 videos up so far, up until about 200 of those. But yes, over time I'll be adding more of these. All right. So yes, here, just idea, simply just double up the rooks. I just have no rush, no hurry. They're just trying to shuffle because it's too hard to do things. Unfortunately, they're going for the wrong pawn break. So because it's blocked as well, they also could have spent more time before pushing a pawn, like bringing the king, you know, maybe to some safety, either this way or this way. Get it to the corner this way, bring in their rook. That's probably what I would have done if I was them. Just move it out of the way. I don't know. Yes, it blunders a pawn, but after this, like, all right. Yeah, it's still not good for them. But I just didn't know what else they could have done at this stage. It's just the wrong pawn capture for them. Because visually you should be able to see I got the 2 rooks. You know, I got the little double stack. I can get a pancake stacky if I get the queen, not over there, but if I get the queen over here as well. Or bring the rook to e6 and then this way, but they were just trying, so it makes sense. And then here, yes, after I take, they didn't take back. Had they gone this way, it would have also been pretty bad. I think after, it would have been a bit of a knight-knight kind of situation too. They have to block with one of these guys, but then, you know, the knight's going to take something, the rook's going to come in. So like envision this for a second. If they take with the knight, I just take, and then after, if they take this way, I take the queen. So if they take with the queen, that's also unfortunately losing a queen, and a checkmate actually. And you would think, oh no, but the knight can capture, but it can't. Pinned by the bishop. It's just cooked, pretty cooked. And if they take with the rook, I mean, you know, only so much material before they're going to crumble, I think, there. But yeah, so they went the other way, and that's just a royal fork. Take it. All just capturing things, and doing what you gotta do. And then that is basically going to be a checkmate next move. After this, let's just mateys. Pretty much. But the way this game was won was not just because of the simple blunder that they did that, but by me applying constant potential pressure, eyeing off, looking for their weaknesses for when it does open up. So identifying that this is probably going to be the weakest point in the position at some stage. And if I keep this pressure on this pawn, it does allow me to pile up on this pawn. Over here, just slowly maneuvering. What would I have done if they played some other moves? I don't know. I might have even brought this guy in there. Might have brought this over there. I was considering this move originally. Knight to h7, bring it over here to g6, and just apply more pressure. Maybe plop something in there and trade. I don't even know. Like, I had a lot of time here, and really the threats were only coming onto them. And if this does ever open up, I mean, they're just not safe. So yeah, here, this is just where everything crumbled, unfortunately. So, you guys know the rest. Just take it. Eventually checkmate. All right, good game to them, though.